Hey, Dr. Rick here, dropping in on you. On the move again, on the way to pick up one of the daughters. She's been away to camp for school. So they are arriving back in about 30 minutes. So I'm on the way up to the school and pick her up. Look, I get such joy out of doing what I do and helping people achieve the highest level. And it's a joy because it's a labor in love in a way that most people don't even consider love. Everybody looks at love and thinks of love in this place of romance or this place of paternal or maternal love or family. And the thing is, you should love life so much that you love to see other people win at life. And I literally I celebrate stuff that happened to people, in that good stuff that happens to people that I don't know, that I've never met. I get joy out of hearing great stories. I get joy out of hearing stories of triumph and overcoming and resilience, and I feel bad for people that I don't know when they're going through something. It makes me who I am. But so when I get a chance to work with people, I'm excited. Now, where do I hang my hat? What do I love doing in this field that I do more than anything else? One-on-one. My one-on-one encounters drive me, because I see the progress that these individuals are making on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. And it blows my mind what people can do when they set their minds to it. It blows my mind to see. But there are other ways that I enjoy working. I enjoy speaking in public, in videos, in whatever way. I enjoy speaking to people in crowds. I love to be able to take one message and make it hit many. That's one of my gifts. It's something I love. I was talking to someone that's a part of a community I just created, the Epic Realm community. Someone who had joined, and we were sitting down and we were talking, and this person told me something that really blew my mind. They told me that this person that has last year obtained their doctorate degree, they're working now as a mental health nurse practitioner. And they told me that it was me, they had been listening to me for years, and that it was me that inspired them on their journey and helped get them, and blew my mind. Said, you didn't know this about me. You've been emailing me back and forth, but you didn't know this about me. And I'm like, no, I didn't. And it's not the first time that's happened. It's not the first time that I've been engaging a client for the first time and they pull out one of my books, and you can tell they've marked it up and everything, and they're going through it and they're quoting me back to me. So that's exciting, to live and be able to touch people's lives in the manner in which I have done and am doing and will continue to do. That's why I'm here talking to you now. I've put out so much content. I mean, thousands upon thousands of videos, literally. You know, when I first started doing videos, I sucked at it. I was telling that person that I just mentioned, I was telling that, you know, when I first started doing videos, I sucked at it. Now, I was a great speaker in the crowd, but it's a whole different ball game when you're talking to a camera and nobody's on the other side of it. It's a whole different ball game, and you've got to create energy, and you're trying to make it perfect. And I told her, so the best thing that ever happened to me with videos is they came out with live streaming, because then you didn't have time to sit up and stop and start over, trying to make it perfect. You start being who you are. You go for it. You get it right. You don't, whatever. It's what you did. And so I was, you know, but I never knew when I did that first video, oh my God, so long ago that sucked, that I would have thousands of videos on hundreds of topics and in tens of categories. And it's what I've done. When I wrote my first article for online, I never knew that there would be thousands. When I wrote my first academic article, I was just trying to get a class done. And now I am with hundreds of peer-reviewed articles. You know, it's unbelievable. I'm excited just thinking about what I've been able to accomplish just in that one area. That doesn't even talk about business, finance, and all the other stuff that I've been able to do. I don't talk a whole lot of numbers about what I do because I don't ever want to come across braggadocious or condescending, but you can kind of see about where I'm at and where I've been based on the work, based on what's in front of me, what you do know. But what I can tell you is I've lived life at a level that most people will only sit up and dream of, and I'm not even finished yet. And I'm nowhere near content or satisfied. But I don't want to do it in a way that I'm setting myself up and looking at people looking up at me. I want this to be the life that becomes normal. I want exceptional to become normal. I want extraordinary to become normal. I want people living their best lives to be the new normal. I don't want maximizing or optimizing your potential to be something that's rare. And so I'm out here and I'm doing what I can to touch lives. And one of the things that I am very, very passionate about in the process of developing yourself is the need for a winning circle. I cannot stress enough, I cannot overemphasize the importance of having a winning circle, and the importance of having people around you who fan your flames, people around you who speak power into your life, people around you that will remind you of just how awesome you are when you're feeling down because something didn't go your way, when you're feeling down because the deal didn't go through, when you're feeling down because you failed the test, whatever it is. Somebody come and say, you got it, you get it next time. You know, hey, everybody has bad days. Somebody that'll come along and give you perspective that will give you a reason to keep pushing, because that's where the win is at. The win is in keep going. It's when you refuse to quit. People, I tell people all the time. People tell me, well, of course you can do it, Doc. You got blah, blah, blah. I said, but what you're failing to realize is you're saying that I can do it because you see the end result. But what you don't realize is at some point I had to start where you were or where you are. I had to start not having 7 degrees. I had to start not having opened 47 companies. I had to start not having written 24 books and on the 25th. I had to start with all the different things that I have now, not being on debt. I had to start somewhere. All I had in the beginning was a will that would not quit. It was not deterred by delay. It was not deterred by disappointment. It was not deterred by setbacks. It was not deterred by frustration. It was not deterred by negative talk and the naysayers and all the other haters and hatred that came towards me it wasn't deterred. It just simply said, I'm going, and I'm either going to die or I'm going to get it. And that mindset propelled me. And it was something in me. And it was the people that would be there right at the right time to say, you know what, you're special. You know what, the word can't will never apply to you. You know what, anything you set your mind, you can do. Those are just some of the things that people actually said to me over the course of my life when I was striving for things, until I got to a point to where I really knew myself. And once I knew myself, it was on. That was going to be nothing too big, nothing too hard, nothing too crazy. I was going to get it, and I'm still getting it. And I want you to come with me. But that community, that circle, I cannot stress enough the power and importance of having a winning circle. What I did is I created Epic Realm. Epic Realm is the reason I was talking to the person earlier today, because they become a member of Epic Realm. And I just had another client that I've had for well over 1.5 years now, maybe 2 years, that hit me up. Say, hey, should I be joining this? I'm like, hey, you will be an asset, and it will also be something that will help you. Yes, I think you should. And so my thing is this. I created Epic Realm to put an entire community together. But see, when you have a community where the entire community is positive, you start to create these micro connections that people will have personal circles in. You're going to find people that you just really click with, You're going to find people that you may not click with, but you don't have to connect with them. You just have to be positive and respectful. But there are going to be some people like, yeah, I'm really feeling her. Yeah, I'm feeling this dude. I'm feeling the way he moves. I'm feeling his vibes. I'm feeling his energy. I'm right there. The vibration is on point. And that's what I want to create. I want to create a whole community where you find your circle, where you sit up and you're able to create your circle. I want that for everybody that's a part of this. Now, there's a lot going on, and people are wondering, well, what happens with this membership outside of a bunch of people being around each other and talking? I'm glad you asked. I wanted it to have as much value as possible. I wanted it to be something that people literally wanted to be a part of. So the first thing is said, okay, we're going to make it highly interactive. So we're having Q&As with yours truly once a week. Q&As with yours truly once a week. In addition to that, we are going to have monthly courses where there may be 2 or 3 courses we're doing a month. Business ownership, business planning, writing a business plan, market research. Then it might be finance 101, how to teach your child finance, financial literacy for teens. All these things that I have courses for, we're going to actually teach it within the group, but it's going to be a part of the membership. Now, it won't be the one-on-one engagement you get with me as a client, but it's going to be in an environment where you're going to be taught something that people are paying thousands and thousands of dollars to get, and you're going to get it with your membership. Not only are you going to get that, if you do decide to work with me in one-on-one or to secure one of the courses that I offer, you're going to get that 20% off as long as you're a member, and the members are an annual membership. Not only that, you're going to have access to put your concerns, your desires on deck. Doing Q&A sessions, you put it out there and we're going to work it out with you. You're not going to ever have to go through something alone. You got a question, you got an idea, you got a concept. You want to get it from concept to actually launching it. We're going to show you how to do that. We're going to come together. We're going to have some unbelievable minds. That's what I like. The minds that are coming together, the initial people that are coming are the people who are sharp and already doing some unbelievable stuff. They know the importance of proper community. They know the importance of building a network. And see, that's the other side of this. You're going to build your circle, but you can also have a network. Now, in addition to all of that, I'm also for the people who are signing up now for a limited time. I haven't decided to what end, but for a limited time, I am gifting a rapid change breakthrough session. That's a one-on-one session with yours truly, where we sit down and we approach a finite idea, concept, desire, goal that you want, determine what the greatest inhibiting force is, and then we sit up and we work it out and we get through it in this session. That's a $350 value that we are giving to you. So for the entire membership dues of $100, you're going to get everything I mentioned, plus you're going to get a complete rapid change breakthrough session. I'm telling you, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the network community. Probably more than, yes, I want you to build your circles. Your circles are important. You're going to be the average of the 5 people you spend the most time around. So think about the 5 people you're spending the most time around right now, and you're pretty much probably right where they're at in income, in the places you go, the things you like to do, and all this other stuff. If you want to go to a high level, you got to surround yourself with people who are either going there or already there. You got to raise the average. You got to raise your average surrounding, I guess is the best way to put it. Those in your periphery are going to have to be high achievers. And you need to do that intentionally, because if you don't do it intentionally, you will tend to be around the people you are naturally being around and the people you feel obligated to be around. I'm not saying cut your family members off completely, cut your old friends off. What I'm saying is, if they don't have the same ambition, if they don't have the same goals, if they don't have a desire to really go out and make something happen, you got to limit your time around them, because their mindset is toxic to your desires. That's the reality of it. So then where do you find these people who have this unbelievable drive, this positive mindset? I'm creating the environment for you to do that. I'm killing a lot of the work. You ain't got to worry about what networking events you got to go to. I'm pulling killers off. And then I'm going to bring in some of my colleagues that are exceptional in different areas to teach classes, to talk to you, to answer questions for you in specific topics and subjects over the course of the year that I guarantee you, you're not going to get to this time next year and be the same person. Not even close. So I'm inviting you and encouraging you to sign up for a membership right now, and we'll get this going. I'm also, for those who will sign up, looking forward to working with you on that one-on-one rapid change breakthrough session. On that note, I've got to get out of here. I'm almost up to the school. And on that note, you guys have an unbelievable day. As I say all the time, I live my life on full so that when I leave this place, I die on E. That should be your goal too. Let me explain something. I know I said I was getting up, but let me explain something. When I say die on E, that used to really get under my wife's skin, and I get what she's going for. She had just lost her mom when we finally got together, and to hear me talk about dying really bothered her. I'm not looking forward to dying. I ain't trying to die tomorrow or nothing. I'm hoping I got another 50 in me, because I got a lot to give. I'm not even close to being finished with my books. I got some lectures and some travel. I got work to do in the other places around the world. I'm not even close to being finished. But what I know is if I wake up every day and I give everything I've got, that when I go to bed at night, I've left nothing undone. And if I do that every day, then I die empty. And I die on even. What does that mean? That means I don't take anything valuable by way of potential to the grave with me. One of my mentors, Dr. Miles Monroe, once said that the graveyard is the wealthiest place in the world. And he was right. He said that you will find in the graveyard, you will find books not written, businesses not started, inventions not created, relationships not cultivated, and all different types of things. And he was right, because people will leave stuff on the table. They will leave stuff untouched. Fear, trepidation, uncertainty, anxiety of what might not happen, fear of failure. Let me tell you something. I ain't leaving nothing on the table. I'm not taking nothing to the grave with me. I am going to give it everything I got every day. So whatever day is my last one, I will have given it all until the moment that I'm gone. And I'll be okay with leaving, because I will leave a legacy behind. It says that a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. The easy thing to take from that is that it's talking about the bequeathment of wealth, material wealth. And it is. A wise man will leave a bequeathment of material wealth, but a wise man will also bequeath to his progeny a legacy that speaks of him long after he's gone, a legacy that says he touched lives, a legacy that says he came, he saw, he conquered, he was not deterred by doubt and frustration, a legacy that says if you set your mind to it and you refuse to let go of it, you will take hold of it, and there's absolutely nothing anybody can do about it. And that's how I'm going to live my life, and I'm challenging you to do the same thing. Who's ready to ride with me? Let's make it happen. On that note, I'm out of here.